Okay, boys and girls, today we are going to be working on Thursday's homework. Thursday, you are to reread and answer questions 4 and 5. Okay, so 4 and 5. Yesterday, you answered questions 1, 2, and 3. Today, you're going to answer questions 4 and 5. Remember to use a separate sheet of paper for answering number 5. Okay, let's begin reading. Our reading is Button Time. Hi, my name is Amanda. I want to tell you about an adventure that happened because my brother Zeke lost a button from his favorite jacket. Mom, Dad, Zeke, and I were on vacation in South Dakota. We were walking down a side street when Mom saw a button shop. We all went in to see if we could find a match for Zeke's missing button. Zeke and I found a small open display case that was marked Antique Buttons. We both reached out and touched a button. There was a sudden flash of light. I closed my eyes and opened them to bright sun. Everything around us had changed. We were all standing outside in a strange town. The buildings were the kind you see in old cowboy movies. Some horses grazed in a paddock behind one of the buildings. We had traveled back in time. We went into a building with a sign that read, Cityville Post Office. The man who ran the post office said soon he would be heading to California to look for gold. That's how my family ended up running the post office in Cityville, South Dakota in 1849. Back then, people had to bring their letters to the post office to be mailed. Everyone also had to pick up his or her mail at the post office. We used a wood stove for heat and for cooking, and lit oil lamps for light. Life in the Old West was a lot of work. Then a peddler came to town. He was selling shell buttons that looked exactly like the antique ones in the button shop. Mom, Dad, Zeke, and I all held each other's hands while Mom touched one of the buttons. Flash! We were back in the button shop and back in this century. Okay, so you're going to reread and answer questions 4 and 5. Okay, question 4 says, what caused Amanda and her family to travel through time? F, watching a cowboy movie. G, entering a button shop. H, touching a button. Or I, losing a button. Okay, and the number 5 you're going to need to answer on a separate sheet of paper. How was life in the Old West different from life today? Use details from the passage to support your answer. Write your response on another sheet of paper. Okay, for your second piece of homework, you are going to be adding whole tens to a 2-digit number. So you're doing this part right here. And if it helps you to add horizontally, go ahead, or vertically, go ahead. So you're going to do 50 plus 15. 0 plus 5 is 5. 5 plus 1 is 6. So the answer is 65. Number 2, 70 plus 15. 0 plus 5 is 5. 7 plus 1 is 8. Okay, so you're going to do the rest of the problems. And then after that, you are done. That completes your homework for Thursday. Don't forget to turn it in to Google Classroom.